Denji dreams on being in a back alley, where he finds a door and reaches for it. He then wakes up and decides to go to work. On his way, he calculates how much money he got from cutting trees, selling his kidney, right eye, one of his nuts. However, he still owns a lot more of money. Pochita barks and Denji realizes that there is a devil nearby, which excites him as he earns good sum for a dead devil. He sees a tomato devil and using Pochita as chainsaw, he manages to kill it. The old man that hired him explains that he will pay him 400,000 yen, more than Denji expected, but after taking various fees and interest, he gives Denji only 70,000 yen. After paying his bill and other stuff he owns, Denji ends up with only 1,800 yen. The old man's drive wonders why he would hire someone like Denji. The old man explains that Denji is paying them back what his father owned them. The real devil hunters won't give them the devil carcass and Denji is also doing what he is told. The driver offers 100 yen to Denji if he eats his cigarette and Denji gladly accepts. After they leave, Denji spits out the cigarette, while eating bread at his place. Denji tells Pochita that he heard people put jam on it, but that's just a dream for them. Denji guesses he will die before he repays the debt and probably won't even get a girlfriend. Denji recalls standing in front of his father's grave and the old man coming complaining that his father killed himself before paying his debt and tells Denji to gather 700,000 yen by tomorrow or he will chop him to pieces. As the old man leaves, Denji sees a devil with a chainsaw and as he feels dead already, he is fine being killed by it. However, he then sees the devil is bleeding and offers him to bite him and drink his blood. As Pochita bites him, Denji states that Pochita needs to pay him back and help him as well. The next day, Denji kills a devil and gives it to the old man, asking him to hire him as a devil hunter. Being too hungry, Denji is unable to sleep. He tells Pochita that he dreams of having a bread with jam, flirt with a girl, play games with her and then fall asleep while hugging each other. Denji then caught blood and tells Pochita that he heard his mother had a heart disease that made her caught blood. The old man then comes and picks Denji, as he found some devil hunting work for him. The man takes him to an abandoned factory and they enter, but Denji is unable to see any devil. The man tells Denji that he is grateful to him as he is loyal as a dog and works for cheap. However, he can't stand the dog's stench. In that moment, a man with a sword stabs Denji and Pochita from behind. The man explains that even Yakuza dream of getting bigger and make more money, so they made a deal with the devil. They wanted power, and the devil wanted dead devil hunters. Zombie Devil then reveals itself and states that the Yakuza are dumb as for a bit of power. They became his slaves as his power turns them into zombies. The Zombie Devil doesn't like devil hunters as they kill other devils, and orders his new zombie army to kill Denji. Heavily bleeding, Denji attempts to run, but the zombies catch up to him and start stabbing and chopping him to pieces. Cut to pieces, Denji is thrown into a dumper with Pochita. Some of his blood reaches Pochita's mouth and Pochita awakens. Pochita recalls spending time with Denji, cutting trees. Denji tells him that he may die while fighting a devil and his regret would be that he will leave Pochita alone and starving, or that other devil hunters may kill him. Denji heard that some devils can take over dead bodies and if that's something he can do, he tells Pochita to have his body. He then can live a normal life and die a normal death. In the dumpster, Pochita fuses with Denji, combining his chopped pieces and heals him. Denji awakens and wonders if Pochita took over his dead body. Pochita states he loved hearing Denji talk about his dreams. Pochita decides to give him his heart and in exchange, he wants Denji to show him his dreams. Denji awakens healed in the dumpster and sees Pochita's tail coming out of his chest. The zombie devil is surprised seeing Denji alive, and tells the zombies to eat him. Denji wonders if he is the same as the Yakuza and wasn't satisfied with the happiness he had with Pochita, but kept dreaming for more. In that case, he can't blame them, but if they are on his way, they will die. Denji then pulls the cord from his chest as the zombies jump on him. Moments later, he bursts out from the zombie pile having transformed and having arms and head as chainsaws. After chopping some zombies, Denji then jumps on the zombie devil and starts cutting him. The zombie devil managed to push him back and starts throwing zombies at him to keep him away. Continuing to cut zombies, Denji jumps on the zombie devil and cuts him in half. Seeing the remaining zombies, Denji notes they became devils and they hired him to kill devils. He proceeds to cut them all, stating that once he do, he won't be owning them any money. Early in the morning, a car stops in front of the abandoned factory. Makima and two men then enter and see the bloodbath inside. She sees Denji and approaches him, stating he has a strange smell. Neither human nor devil and guesses he did all of this. Denji asks to be hugged and Makima hugs him. Denji returns to normal and Makima notes he is human and explains he isn't possessed. She also explains that she came to kill the zombie devil and that she is a devil hunter with public safety. She gives Denji 2 options: to kill him as a devil, or she to keep him as a human, and if she keeps him, she promises to make sure he is fed. Denji asks what she will give him for breakfast and Makima states bread with butter and jam, salad, coffee, and maybe some dessert. Denji then finds that is awesome. While riding in the car with Makima, Denji's stomach growls. Makima tells him that he is in her care now and is expecting yes or woof answers, as she doesn't need a dog that says no. Denji was thinking that Makima is nice, but he finds her kinda scary now as she treats him like a dog. Denji then recalls Pochita and his stomach growls again. Makima then suggests that they eat something at the rest area. She tells him that she is paying and also gives him his coat as he is shirtless. Denji gets happy as no one ever was that nice to him and he believes he now loves Makima. At the rest area, Denji orders udon and sausage, while Makima orders curry udon. Having lost some blood from the chainsaws, Denji feels anemic and falls on Makima. As he apologizes and explains it, Makima asks him how he became like that and Denji tells her his pet devil replaced his heart. Makima explains that there are not many precedents of his condition and there is no name for that, but she believes him as she has a good sense of smell. She tells him that his friend is alive in him and that he gives both a human and a devil scent. Denji gets excited, but feels anemic and collapses. As he wakes up, their udon is ready. Makima asks him if he can eat alone and Denji starts saying he can, but then changes his mind and states he can't. Makima then feeds him the udon, which he enjoys, although she states it's soggy at that point. Denji asks Makima her name and what type of guys she likes. After revealing her name and thinking a bit, Makima states she likes Denji type of guys. They reach Tokyo, but Denji is still thinking of Makima's answer and states he likes her too. She then tells him they have reached the Devil Hunter headquarters in Tokyo. As they enter the building, she explains that there are over 1,000 devil hunters in Tokyo, including civilians, and that public safety has the best benefits and paid vacation time. Denji starts wondering if they will be working together and if they can end up being together. Makima gives Denji an uniform and introduces him to a co-worker, Aki Hayakawa, who started 3 years ago, and explains that Denji will be working with him today. Denji is surprised he won't be working with Makima, and Aki states that's to be expected and then drags him out as they need to go out on patrol. Denji refuses, wanting to work with Makima. She approaches him and states that if he do a good job, they can work together someday, and makes his tie. While on patrol with Aki, Denji asks if Makima has a boyfriend. Aki initially ignores him and then calls him to an alley, where he punches him. As he hits him a few more times, Aki tells him to quit and if he shows up tomorrow, he will beat him up again. Denji wonders why and Aki explains he is trying to be nice, since people who start this job without thinking end up being dead. He had several co-workers who got into devil hunting for money and end up dying, and only those with real motivations are surviving. Aki guesses Denji took the job as he is after Makima and Denji confirms. As Aki leaves, he states he will tell Makima that Denji ran after seeing the devils. A moment later, Denji runs to him and kicks him between the legs. Denji notes that Aki is a nice guy as when he fights men, he go for their nuts and then proceeds kicking Aki between the legs. Denji states that today for the first time he had an udon and sausage, and was treated like a human. He may have started devil hunting without thinking, but if he can keep this lifestyle, he doesn't care if he dies. He then corrects himself that he cares as it's not just his life. Aki stands up and attacks Denji, stating that a punk like him shouldn't be chasing someone like Makima, but Denji kicks him between the legs again, saying he sounds like he is into Makima too. As Aki falls on the ground, he notes that Denji indeed goes only for the nuts. Beaten up, they go to Makima and Denji states that the nut devil attacked Aki's nuts, but Aki states it's a lie. Makima wonders if they can work together, and they deny it, but Makima ignores them. She tells Denji that he will be joining Aki's unit. Aki doesn't want another troublemaker, but Makima reminds him she told him it's an experimental unit that operates differently from the usual methods. Aki wonders what is Denji and she tells him he can turn into a devil. Aki heard such rumors, but didn't think it was true. Makima states Denji is special and will receive special treatment. She explains that if he tries to resign or refuses to work, he will be disposed of as a devil. Aki tells Denji that he will be living with him, so that he can keep eyes on him and is allowed to kill him if he attempts to run. Denji wonders if Makima is a bad person and Aki states if he thinks that, he should give up on her, and he should be grateful she didn't kill him. Denji then wonders if she is good person and Aki confirms, since she saved his life. In the morning, at Aki's place, Denji uses various jams to make himself breakfast, making a total mess. Denji keeps living carefree, annoying Aki. One day, they get on a mission as a fiend has been spotted. As they enter the building, Denji asks what is a fiend and Aki asks him if he haven't gone to school and Denji confirms. Aki then explains that a fiend is when a devil takes control of a human corpse. Denji wonders if he is a fiend, but Aki denies, stating that fiends have characteristic heads. They enter a room where the fiend is and Aki tells Denji to kill him by turning into a devil, so he can figure out if he is useful. The fiend gets angry and attacks them, but Denji beheads him using an axe. Aki wonders why he didn't use his powers and Denji explains that it gets messy when he does, and wanted to make it painless for the fiend. Aki tells him that fiends are like devils and if he is hunting devils, he should drop the sympathy. Aki reveals his family was killed by a devil in front of his eyes. The police officers down are risking their lives, and everyone is taking it serious except Denji. Aki asks him if he is trying to make friends with the devils. Denji states that if there is a devil he can be friends with, he would as he doesn't have any friends. Aki then leaves, stating he will remember it. Alone in the room, Denji states he just wanted to keep the blood away from the porn magazines on the ground, and that's why he didn't transform. Denji feels his dream has come true as he now has a good life, but feels something is missing. As he thinks of what other people dream of, he thinks of Makima and states he wants to touch her chest. He then realizes that touching a woman's chest is something he stopped dreaming long ago, but having a proper life now, it may be possible. Denji then gets a new goal, touching a woman's chest. While speaking with Makima, she tells him that she is assigning him a new partner and explains that public safety executes patrols and smaller missions with two-person teams. As his new partner comes, Makima warns him that she is a fiend. Power then enters, announcing her name and asking Denji if he is her new partner. Denji is surprised and wonders if fiends can be devil hunters, but looking at her chest, he changes his mind and is happy to meet her. Makima explains that fiends are also up for extermination, but Power is quite rational and is on Aki's team. She reminds them that if there are no results, the experimental team will be dissolved and they know what will that mean for them. As Power horns stand out, Makima warns them to patrol areas without many pedestrians. While with Power, she gets annoying and slaps Denji, telling him to provide her with something she can kill as she is starved for blood. Denji decides to put up with her as she finds her attracting, but wonders on how to get his hands on her chest. They meet policemen and Denji recalls that Makima told him to introduce themselves as part of Public Safety Devil Extermination Special Division 4 and show them an ID. Denji and Power are unable to find any devils. Power notes it's probably due to her as while she was a devil, she was feared by all. Denji then wonders if they can do anything that way and recalls that they got put together by Aki's recommendation. Denji realizes that Aki had set him up and is trying to get him fired. Power then smells blood and starts running. A sea cucumber devil has been spotted and is being reported, but Power jumps from the building, forms a hammer with her blood and smashes the devil, causing a messy and bloody scene. She then gets excited that she killed the devil and laughs maniacally, while people work on cleaning the mess left of Power killing the sea cucumber devil. Makima tells her that when public safety kills a civilian hunter's devil, they are guilty of obstructing their business and normally Power would be arrested for that. She tells Power to think more before she acts and to Denji to get her under control. As Power was the blood devil, she has talent using her blood, but she gets worked up easily and maybe isn't cut for being a devil hunter. Hearing that, Power states Denji made her kill the devil, but Denji denies, calling her a liar. The two then start arguing on who is lying. Makima tells them to be quiet and Power immediately stops. Makima then states she wants to see them working well together and Power agrees that they can. Denji buys himself a drink. Power sees a cat and starts petting it. Denji states that buying a drink is a dream come true for him, but if things continue like this, being thirsty will be the least of his problems. And with Power lying, things won't be any easier. Power explains that she enjoys only a cat's company and hates humans. She also hates devils as one of them too her pet Meowie. Before she could get Meowie back, Makima captured her, and by now Meowie may be dead, but Power refuses to give up hope. If she can get Meowie back, Power is willing to abide humans or whatever else she needs to do. She doubts that Denji can understand her concern for a cat. Denji states it's stupid for a cat, but he will do anything to touch some breasts. However, if it's a dog, he can understand her. Power then suggests he can touch her breasts if she helps him retrieve Meowie. Denji gets pumped up and angry at the devil that kidnapped the poor cat. And as a devil hunter he can't stay quiet and will kill that devil. The two then get approval from the public safety for Power to be able to go out. While they travel towards the devil, Power explains that she knows where the devil is, but only Denji will be able to fight it, as the devil will likely use Meowie as a shield. Denji explains he used to have a pet named Pochita. He can't pet him anymore, but he is fine as he is in his heart. Power states that humans are foolish, as that just means that Pochita died, and that thing about living in his heart is just miserable self-comfort. Thinking about his goal, Denji decides to not argue with her, but believes he will never get along with her. Makima meets with the higher-ups, who comment that they heard other countries using devils in the military, but they hope that in the future Japan's only enemies will remain to be devils. They ask Makima how is her squad performing. She notes that one seems promising, while another she picked recently seems interesting. They remind her that her job is to raise them and use them for work, so she must not get attached. Afterwards in the car, Aki states that Denji is disgusting and not interesting, and wonders why Makima has high hopes for him. Makima states that all devils are born with names, and the more those names are feared, the more powerful the devil becomes. For example, coffee isn't considered very frightening, so a coffee devil would probably be weak. But that's different for a car devil, as it's easy to imagine being run over and die, so a car devil would be probably strong. She states that Denji can turn into Chainsaw Devil, which seems pretty interesting to her. Aki still isn't sure he will be useful, as everyone in public safety has a real goal or motivation. But Denji just wants to live the good life, and even thinks he can be friends with devils. Power and Denji reach the outskirts of the city, and Power points to a house, stating the devil who took Meowie is inside. While heading towards the house, Denji hopes he doesn't need to turn into chainsaws, but Power thinks he is joking. As they get close, Denji recalls that the devil will use the cat as a shield and wonders if Power should be this close, since he can see her. Power recalls she did say that, but states she misspoke. In that moment they stop. In an instant she creates a blood hammer. Denji tries to hit her with his axe, but she hits him first and knocks him out. She then notes that for an idiot, his instincts are sharp. Power drags Denji inside the house. A devil tells her that she kept him waiting and he thought she ran away. Power explained it took her a while to regain some freedom and has brought him a human as he demanded. The Bat Devil then picks up Denji, noting that since he is young, his blood will be full of vigor. Denji starts to awaken and the Bat Devil shows him that he lost his arm, which forced him into hiding. Denji doesn't care, but the devil tells him that food shouldn't talk and states that by drinking human blood, he will heal the wounds he got from humans. He lifts Denji above his head and squeezes him, causing him to throw up some blood. However, as he drinks it, the Bat Devil states it disgusting and throws Denji away. His arm regenerates, but having a bad taste, the Bat Devil wants to cleanse it with another human. Denji looks at Power, who states that humans are foolish and he believed her story. The Bat Devil looks at the city, but dislikes cigarettes, makeup and perfume smell. However, he finds some nice aroma and states he will be eating some children. Power states she brought a human as promised and asks him to release Meowie. Bat Devil recalls he said that, but he haven't punished her for bringing him nasty blood and then swallows Meowie. Seeing that, Power recalls her days in the wild and how she met Meowie. After killing a bear, she found a barely alive cat and named her Meowie. She decides to fatten her up before eating it. She kept looking after the cat, feeding her and looking towards the day she will eat her. One day, while lying down on the roof of a house and hearing the cat meowing, Power notes that she had killed everything she had ever met and hearing something that isn't screaming is strange. The Bat Devil then appears and takes Meowie. Injured, he states that he needs blood and if she wants the cat back, she needs to bring him a human. Seeing the Bat Devil swallowing Meowie, Power turns to Denji and tells him she now understands what he feels when he no longer can pet Pochita, and that's an awful feeling. The Bat Devil then takes and swallows her as well. The Bat Devil complains this tasted bad as well and needs to eat some children to feel better. He then flies towards the city, noting that after that he will eat some virgin and as a main course a beefy man, while for a dessert a pregnant woman. In that moment, he notices Denji clinging to his leg and sucking his blood, wanting he to give his breasts back. The devil is surprised seeing that and captures Denji. He recalls that one day he woke up and couldn't find Pochita. He looked everywhere for him and feared a devil had eaten him. When he returned home, he found Pochita crying in the corner, waiting for Denji. Feeling relieved, Denji easily fell asleep while holding Pochita. Denji wonders what Power felt when she was trying to sleep, knowing that devil had Meowie. Denji then pulls the cord on his chest, and as the chainsaw comes from his head, he cuts the devil arms and frees himself, surprising the bad devil that he is a devil. The two fall into a building and Denji sees a woman and tells her to run. The bad devil wonders why he did it considering he is a devil. Denji punches the devil and starts fighting him. As they fight, he sees other humans and tells them to run. Seeing that, the bad devil picks up a car with a human inside and throws it at Denji, wondering if he will cut that. Denji manages to grab the car and hold it, stating that he doesn't care if he saves a dude or not, and throws the car back at the devil, hitting him in the face. The bad devil then shoots out a shockwave from its mouth, blowing Denji away. The bad devil picks up the human from the car, wanting to eat him and heal. However, he still hears the chainsaws in the smoke and wonders how is Denji still alive. Angry, Denji states he has been patiently waiting, but he still can't cop a feel. The bad devil gets scared and throws debris at Denji, telling him to stay away. But Denji just cuts them with his chainsaws. He then attempts to punch Denji, but Denji just cuts his arm and then jumps and kills the bad devil, splitting his guts open.